Welcome back to Brony Nerds and Gamers. My name is Drummy, and this is Bastion. The Tazzle Terminals.
The Tazzle Terminals.
Yes.
All that's left of the Ura's civilization. And the last stop on his little journey.
Yeah, this is it. This really is it. It's the biggest place of them all. I mean, look at this shit. It's huge. I don't really like that Calamity Cannon, but we're going in with a machete and a shotgun. We're going to be ready to go. Once you enter this area, there is no turning back. Are you ready? Is anyone ever truly ready? Zia fled the Bastion when the Uri attacked and learned the truth of what happened to her people. Good.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away.
You were able to hear me before?
But he'll be all right.
Shit, little rattlesnakes dropping little pellets are even more annoying because they're little. I hate it.
Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
You think it's that simple, huh? Well, maybe that's where the exit is.
The Calamity hit the Tazzle Terminals hardest of all. No chance anything survived.
Except for the, you know
why Zolf went back there. The place was his home.
Oh. I don't really know much about Zolf.
Family were there. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Stop running away from me! I kill you! I kill you with bullets! From my gun!
You know what's funny? All we can do is sit and talk.
Oh, well, let's do that. Come here. Thank you. Thank you for the tonic. I love it.
All of us are waiting for a kid.
Ooh, poison. No, bad poison.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
So while I'm doing all the fighting, you're just gonna sit around and talk. I feel loved. I feel so loved right now. It's funny that I can shoot them off of the everything. So what kind of stories are you gonna tell? How about we tell the story about the little Bo Peep who cried for her sheep, then I don't know, she got audited on her taxes.
But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this.
Why?
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
Holy crap, it's like a clusterfuck in here.
This disease the Earth planted here will go away.
Wait a minute, I thought it was our fault though. Well, what disease? Where am I going? Down here, I guess?
Celandia will be whole again. Problem is,
What?
we'll all be gone.
What? Wait, what? I don't want us all to be gone.
Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
That what? That seems like worse than death. Just stop?
Things will go back to the way they used to be.
Oh. You can't stop this. You can't stop this shit.
This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story.
I'm sorry.
You follow me?
No, I'm actually. Oh, hey, I can learn to hop now. I don't actually. I don't understand. What do you mean? So this is all a dream? You really pulling the "this is all a
Be
dream"?
your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
You know what? Just running.
All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them. No mistakes.
I don't. To be fair, life is about the mistakes we make. Ah, shit. I need to hurry.
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand?
Not really. That would suck.
Wouldn't you agree?
No. No, I don't agree. I don't want to do this all again. I'm pretty happy with my life, to be
Well.
perfectly honest. Well, what? Well, what?
I guess there's nothing more to say.
Well, what? Wait.
Who am I kidding?
What? What do you mean, who am I kidding? What are you talking about? What's going on? I don't know.
Look,
What?
there's something else.
Yeah?
A confession.
Okay.
How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Okay, that's actually a valid question.
Well, I designed the place. But that's beside the point.
You designed it. What do you mean? That doesn't exactly make much sense. Do you mean like you made the world? Are you God?
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time.
Okay, what is
You
it?
can't test it.
Oh. Right. Really getting sick and tired of jumping and missing these platforms, but okay. Oh. I get
So
it,
you're
but
probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
oh, good point. Well, that's the whole point. That's why I don't want to do this. Wouldn't it be better just to let the world fix itself? I mean, yeah, this is terrible, but we're all alive.
The answer is... I don't know.
Oh. So, your general vague answers. Zea's father Ven documented his work for Selana's Mancers in a hidebound journal.
You're wondering
Oh,
if there ain't
Ben is
some other way
Zia's
out of this
dad.
mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
Yeah, actually, that does sound like fun. What does that switch do? Let's not flip that switch just yet. How about this switch?
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Why not?
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking.
What is it? Cue for the colossal smash. Let's just hold on to that, shall we? Where are we going? This way? No? This way? Okay, we'll go this way. Can I move any faster than this? Alright, I'm guessing I'm supposed to use the Colossal Smash, but where? Maybe over here in this center area. No. Well, maybe over here. Ah, okay, here we go. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Alright, I just gotta plow through all this crap.
If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
Well, where is everything else? What's out there? The great unknown? What do we have?
Heavy, ain't it?
Yes, it is! It's very heavy. It's monumentally heavy.
Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together.
Oh, the Bastion's auxiliary function was designed to enable a mass evacuation of Ceylondia's people.
You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
Well, that's great, because I'm not willing to let go of it for a fight either.
Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall.
They're angry. Pretty rightfully so. I mean,
Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylondia.
you know, I'm just gonna go. Excuse me. Excuse me.
He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he?
He hasn't?
He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
Excuse me, can you just get back here already? Ow, 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 ow. Just get out of the way.
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter.
No. Okay.
It ain't a simple matter of pride, either.
Was that Zolf?
One thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Well, I'm sorry. I just don't... Oh. Hey! Get away from him! Oh. Oh! Oh, So we got a choice to make. Move on. Abandon Zolf's body and press forward with the battering ram. Zolf's situation is hopeless and a distraction. His plan to avenge the Ura only brought more suffering. All that matters is a safe return of the shard. Or take Zolf, abandon the battering ram, and pick up Zolf's body instead. Zolf is badly injured but breathing. It appears his countrymen turned on him as the situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed the Bastion. And yet what? And yet what? Well, I don't know. I'd be pretty pissed too, to be perfectly honest. But maybe with a little bit of convincing, we could just tell them that, you know, fuck it. We're not the bad guys. We're just, you know, we're just a bunch of people in a workaround world. This whole game, I've been destroying the carbonized statues of the people. Just destroying them because they don't mean anything. And I think maybe now is the time to change that around. Not to mention, that battering ram is...
I can see it now.
Oh.
A kid in one corner, then Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight.
Oh, this is ridiculous. This is... What?
Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
Something tells me it won't just be that simple. Something tells me that Zolf probably didn't want to be saved either. But you know what? Fuck him.
You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
I am kind of a little bit. Why? Oh no. Hey.
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back.
Oh shit. Come on.
Sweet home.
Oh shit. Come on. Just let us get through.
Clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home.
Come on.
Sweet home.
Come on. Just let us go. We're not any harm to you, are we? Just taking his corpse along with me. Just let me go. Oh shit. Something tells me these guys up here aren't going to be too keen to let me go. Oh, come on. Come on, just let me go. I'm just trying to get out of here.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
No, not really. I don't know much about you, actually. Bastion.
Hey, kid.
Yeah? Oh. Oh.
Get up, kid.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, God damn it. I've tried to be... I'm getting up. I'm trying to get up. I've fallen on my face so many goddamn times.
I say get up. That's more like it.
Damn right it is.
Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk.
Wait.
Can't believe you brought him back again. Bet you had to do more than say please this time.
Not really. I just had to drag his fat ass back here.
The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
What? Now what is it?
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore.
Alright, so one idea is to restore back to before the calamity so that nothing of this ever happened. But then there's no guarantee that the calamity won't happen again. And then we'll find ourselves right back here in this ever-ending loop.
Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it.
So...
Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
I could. Oh. Where's the squirt?
You made it.
Holy shit, she spoke!
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
Oh, you're not that bad, Zia. Maria.
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world.
Yeah, you're right. We could. It would be an adventure. A new adventure, wouldn't
Zolf
it?
tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
This is the first time Maria's ever spoken.
When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I am too.
Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Well, we clearly see who's on what side. Clearly Maria Zia wants to evacuate here and live in the future. And Rux, or Billy Bob, wants to go back before the calamity. Now, the choice here for me is pretty obvious. You see, in the end, just going back in time to fix your mistakes, all that it does is make you second guess. The choices that you've made up to this point mean so much. It makes who you are. It defines you. Whether or not you made mistakes or the most terrible things happen, no matter what they are, every single thing that has ever happened to you is what makes you. In the end, if you're happy with yourself, then anything that happened before is meaningless. All that matters is what's happening now and what you can do for yourself in the future. You can go back and think, oh, maybe if I went back to high school and you know, made more friends, or maybe talked to that girl, and you could say, oh, if all those things were different. The truth is that in the end, all you'd really find for yourself is a whole lot of missed opportunities.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself, but instead you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea of carrying on with you here. We can't go back no more, but I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
Hell yeah, I will! Woohoo! We did it! We won! That was great! Oh man, that was great! That game is awesome. I gotta say, a lot of people have been trying to convince me to play this game for a long time, and I've kind of put it off because it's like I have a lot of things to do. This was definitely worth it. The only thing I want to know is more closure between Zolf. I mean, I saved his life, and all I got was like a little tiny snippet of dialogue. I wanted to be able to talk to him, you know, and try to hear, you know, what he wanted to say. I'm sure these pictures are going to tell me everything that happened. See, there's Zolf. Oh, it's a squirt! Oh, look at the little squirt in the little basket. Oh, that's so adorable. Look at Zolf, look at the squirt. You cannot stay mad with that little squirt looking at you. He's adorable. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah, little squirts. I mean, I don't know. It's a pretty perfect game. I mean, it's not that it's not long enough. It's pretty good length, but it could have more depth to it. It did seem pretty short, and in the end, one of the things about the game that kind of seemed odd is that you can't really. You're supposed to play it again. One thing I wondered about is that in the beginning, the Billy Bob, or Rux, if you want to call him that, when you start up, he says normally stories start in the beginning. And then he says, well, this ain't no normal story. If you choose to do the restoration, I'm thinking what happens is that the whole story starts again. And you do the whole story again. But by leaving, by evacuating, I'm not sure if that means that that'll ruin my ability to start the story again or not. And I'm not even sure if anything gets unlocked because I made those choices. It would be great to say that if you restored itself back to before the Calamity, that it gives you additional bonuses or unlocks additional storylines. Since because you get to go back to the Calamity, you'd be able to redo mistakes, like he was saying. But I'm choosing the evacuation, so what would be really cool is that if the evacuation, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the game will continue to do. I'm not sure what kind of new game plus modes there are, but I'd be very interested to look into it at least. I went through most of the game with the machete and the shotgun, and what I can say is I liked those weapons, and I'm sure everybody has their own favorites. I'm sure some people will probably prefer to use the big mallet, or the fanged repeater, or the bow, or what have you. I'm sure people have their favorite builds, but the thing is that for me, I got the best build I wanted pretty much right off the bat. And the only thing that I had to really trade out was for the shotgun. So I played most of this game with the one single kind of gun I wanted. So everything else I was picking up, I couldn't trade for anything else. If I got something wrong or something smooth or something whatever, I couldn't trade it for something sharp or something coarse. I had to stick with what I had. So the only way I'm going to be able to fully upgrade any of the weapons is by playing it again. And so it has replayability. It just has replayability for a completionist. And if anyone who knows me knows, I'm not a big completionist kind of guy. I don't go for achievements. I don't. When I play Guild Wars 2, I don't work to fill out the entire map area. I just kind of go with the flow and do whatever. But that being said, this game's pretty freaking tight. It's really good controls, great story, very well done art style. I would definitely recommend it. But that is for that, and this is for now. Hope you enjoyed this Let's Play of Bastion. If you did, leave a like or comment below, share it with your friends, and tune in for another Let's Play on the channel, Brony Nerds and Gamers. I am, of course, your host, Drummy. Until next time, good night.